Yeah, I know.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the Siadarin Chronicles. I am your host and DM Cam. In case you hadn't known, I think I've introduced myself twice so far. I'll do the quick disclaimer. We'll get into our theme song, and then we'll get into the recap and then character introductions.
What? We have to do character introductions? I'm already ready, man.
So,
Don't annoy the DM anymore.
this show is recommended for mature audiences and contains, but not limited to, swearing, violence, gore, and sexual references. If the aforementioned content is likely to offend, we advise you to stop listening to this podcast. All accents, locations, and characters are not based on real people or cultures, and all similarities are completely happenstance. I don't know if that actually protects us from anything, but it works for South Park. So.
It makes us feel protected. That's the main thing.
Bro, South Park's been doing it since forever.
Run the risk, roll your dice, defy the odds, don't think twice. As a new day dawns over the tides, your destiny begins to rise, to carry you far from your homestead. The world is wider than you knew, growing ever greater in your view. Are you prepared to face the challenge ahead? Drawing near, a whispering fear. With the darkness crawling close, can you tell friends apart from foes? Each trial you overcome will make you strong. The choice is yours alone to make, a chance to change the winds of fate. Will you withdraw or will you carry on? The hopeful skies gray before your eyes, shadows surrounding, a black roaring threat to shroud all you love in night. Your allies stand together by your side. Can you save what you hold dear? Will you be the light?
And we're live.
There is no way. There is no way you didn't
And
realize.
we're live.
Did you actually do that?
We're live now.
Were we live before?
Were we live
No,
before? Okay, thank fuck. Holy
I don't
shit.
think we said anything too bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
We said worse
definitely.
shit live. So
That's true.
That was also true.
I
Dude,
thought that was the Simpsons intro for a second.
I was just
Yeah.
looking back at season 1, and the amount of just bleeps out of nowhere I was like, oh,
Yeah,
God.
but that's because Alex would edit it and fucking put a bleep randomly, but it's not meant to be a bleep.
I remember that long bleep, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, they'll
yeah.
figure it out."
Yeah, the dream world.
that was actually quite bad.
Episode 12, 48th minute, 12th second. Check it out.
Oh, that
Pretty
probably-
bad.
There was a solid
No, it's
3
just-
sentences of just pure, I couldn't say that in public. Like,
I couldn't.
No, you
I
couldn't
don't- I
say,
wouldn't want to say
you
that
could
in
not
private.
say that in
I probably have
court.
said that.
dude, if I said
Hey,
that
look,
in
that-
church, I'd
Yeah.
burn.
that's why
Like,
we sit in our privacy of the home and say it to the world.
Yeah. All right, we'll get into it.
but
So,
audio.
last episode, we saw the party make their way to the Wood Elves' arcane testing grounds, a few hours' travel away from the main Wood Elf population. Underneath a great tree, Matthias, Oscar, Zyor, and Ender made their way underground, led by Ava, the she-elf warrior. After some descent, the party moved their way into a natural cavern opening, where the roots of the tree above pierced and glowed with bioluminescent light. In the center of the cavern was a male elf covered in tattoos, standing behind a bench covered with a multitude of knickknacks and items. In the corner of the room sat the wood elf matriarch, Olivia, and the party's travel companion, the lunar elf Tej. Tej appeared quite solemn, yet Olivia seemed rather interested in the party. One by one, the party approached the man in the centre, known as Et Eris, and were tested for their ability to channel. One by one, the pathways that connected to the men were open, and for the first time, they were able to feel their channeling abilities. Each member of the party also connected with a specified object on the table. Matthias connected with the sliver of light and had an epiphany that that's allowing him to possibly finish working on the clockwork bird that he has been making. Zyor connected with a small statuette of Thermo and had a brief vision of an elderly man clad in furs. Oscar connected with a feather from a wedge-tailed eagle and felt a brief warmth from within him. Ender connected with a tooth and had a vision of a female elf with dark hair, the same woman he saw in a dream he had in Trader's Cove. After the vision had dissipated, the mark of a black flame was imprinted onto his forehead. We now join the party after they have moved their way back to the great tree above, sheltered by its roots. And character introductions.
Alrighty.
Can you give me
Total-
5 minutes to write one?
5 minutes. I'll give you literally 5 minutes. I'll stretch this out. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Alex. I play Ender Drassic, the loving human. I'll say it now. He's a warlock, so I know. Big spoiler alert. It was a long time coming. He's a 6 foot tall, slim individual, quite fairly tanned after his time in the outback. Surprisingly, his weight was meant to go up since he was hungry, but it's actually gone down. So it's currently at 145.222 pounds, which doesn't make sense, but it also makes sense in a way that the elves, being quite athletic and light on their feet, the food must be magical. Well, the magic word. The word magic. We all get it at that point. His hair, obviously black, but does have a bit of shade of amber to it when it hits in direct sunlight. As of now, his attire is pretty much the yoga pants and the whole kind of crop top of a thing. Like,
You're not wearing those ones.
We're not
the
wearing
other
them?
elves are wearing that stuff.
Yeah, but still.
You guys are wearing sort of like baggy brown pants with like an open.
Yeah, I know the open.
Collared-
I just forgot
Flannel
what to
black
call
shirt.
it.
They don't
I'll just-
fit because we don't fit in.
You know what I mean. It feels great. I feel fucking light, flexible, air's flowing everywhere around it, even areas where I would not even experience it. So obviously he still has his custom belt with his cooking utensils, in addition to his glove and his necklace that was given by his mother, Pina. And obviously he's just trying to fit into elven culture at this stage, but he just doesn't really feel satisfied with what's happening and the fact that people are now staring at him. You could say that he's nervous of what's happening, and he's just unsure what kind of outcome this is going to take. Right now, his friends, again, are staring at him, so he's a bit confused, and yeah, he's just quite lost at what is happening at this stage.
You can get monetized off that, man. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, I am Jack. I play the 6'9" hearty Leonin Zyle, who is now officially a paladin. He did his oath of something. I haven't written that down somewhere. Zyle is 240 pounds, hardy, leany Leonin. Right now, he's around the same gig as he was last time, but he's feeling a lot more purpose-driven. Like he's not worried about the world right now. He's not worried about where he is. He's got this new fire in him, and he goes, okay, he knows what he has to do. Little confused. He did see his quote-unquote dad. That was a bit eye-teary? What was the word?
Eye jerking?
Eye jerking.
Tear
Tear jerking.
Eye jerking.
Yeah.
Eye leaking.
This is freaking great.
It only took one word and we're already out.
He's feeling a lot more comfortable in his surroundings because he knows he can protect himself and the squad. He knows the whole squad's got magic now, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's ready he's itching to someone to get in his face. But yeah, that's your boy. He's cool, calm, collected.
Sweet.
He's itching, but he's cool.
He's itching, but he's like,
He's scratching like
Man's
crazy.
tweaking.
he's chilling out.
I got magic.
I need another kill, man.
Give me the fight.
Let me slide.
Give me the fight. Oh man, I'm telling you.
Well, hi. I'm Mitchum. I play the human bard, Oscar Weaving, everyone's favourite pest. Oscar, his hair, his pale cherry red hair, is still quite damp from the bath earlier today, because that was the same day.
Yes.
It was like a couple of hours ago. His hair's still pretty damp. It's tied. It's not even tied up. It's just flowing down the shoulders, wet. His, what were they, like greenish flannel shirts? Yeah, the collar's pretty damp from the hair. Right now, Oscar he's got some mixed emotions. Firstly, he has magic. He was not a liar. He knew it. He knew he had it. And now it's proven to everyone present. Not everyone who matters, just everyone present. The other thing is, what happens now? Can he get his learning experience that he's hoping for? He's hoping maybe Mother being Olivia, or perhaps a certain courier could show him a thing or two, magic or otherwise.
Oh, goodness.
Aside from that, he's also anxious to pursue the boat, but at the same time, being a 19-year-old male, Oscar's a little more absorbed in his surroundings and is thinking less about his future. In that sense, that's him at the moment.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I play Matthias Turilius Septimus Yasir Al-Jabbar, the feral tiefling artificer, which is now delved into the artillerist subclass. Quick description about Matthias. His hair isn't as wet, but it's more of the I don't want to get my hair wet in the shower kind of wet. The steam and just the little drips at the bottom of his hair is just flipping around like wet noodles. He has his apron on, as always, as does he have his tool belt. Always equipped, never taken off. We'll always fight to keep that thing on.
Tool belt stays on.
That was a sexual reference.
Still has his activewear on, and Matthias is dummy thick. His main focus now is this clockwork bird, which he's calling it, and a fistful of light gems or crystals. I think there's only one.
Uno.
Yeah, I think there's
There
only
was
one.
more on the bench, but you've only got one.
I wanted to describe a fistful of gems. Sounds a lot better than just one gem.
It's one gem the size of his fist.
Yeah, he has small hands. Now, I had a question about two things, really. My wings, but I don't really know the question I need to ask just yet, so we can come back to that. But my magic. Who in the area knows that I am magic?
So
With the masked effect.
So currently, due to the effects that we're seeing physically, I did have something for that. But for the purposes of this, everyone knows that you have magical abilities, but they're quite vexed as to why you aren't displaying any type of aura when you do channel. So yeah, they know that you have abilities, they just don't know how you're masking it.
I've been masking my whole life.
I was born in it, molded by it.
Matthias is currently, I was going to say engorged, but that's not the right word. Enthralled by his current knowledge on how to correctly build this bird. So everything around him is just straight over the head.
Cool.
White noise.
I have a question that you have to be CC'd into. But
Send it to my work email.
He's got the receipts. he's ready.
Cameron at work.edu. But I gotta ask Matthias, can you make my shield, right, that it's like on my forearm at all times, and I get a +1. However, it's like, okay, it's a fuck it, let's go +0, just to make it like super easy. Does it take an action to put on a shield?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
takes an action to put anything.
So this is gonna be
Or to draw your-
a little OP. Can we make it that I have a shield that is on my forearm
I
that
have like an Iron Man shield, which is
I knew this was coming.
And it, like-
I see where this is going.
instead of it like just becoming shield, it like fans out. Like you know those
Yes.
like
I know exactly
All I'm thinking
what
of
you're
is
talking
that
about.
Percy Jackson shield.
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
ever watched Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief?
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think I know
It's
what
like a
you're
Yeah.
shield and it fucking like
fans out.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had like it was just
I'm
like a
on it.
little ball
Yeah.
on your forearm and you just like
Well, I'm
twist,
talking like-
twist a lever and it just fans out.
It's a side plate, and then it becomes like a dinner plate
As a reaction, and he can just be like, "Oh shit!"
or something like that.
Oh, you want to use that as your
Yes.
instead of casting shield.
Yeah, but instead of making it an action, it becomes like it's just always
Yeah.
on me, so it's quicker
instead
to
of
pull
Well, I
draw
out.
my-
cast shield, it's a reaction anyway.
No, it's
Yeah.
No,
I think it's
sorry,
more about
a
genuine
physical shield.
Oh,
Oh,
physical
physical.
Yeah,
Instead of, like,
I
pulling
draw
it
my
out.
shield and weapon, that's my turn.
Yeah.
It's fucking shield up.
So I can.
I'm sure if given enough time and resources, I'm sure Matthias could build you one. I don't think you could do it on.
probably not now.
traveling.
There's only trees here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what if I have like a bunch of metal in it?
Takes a little bit more
Hey,
than just
here
having.
you go. Oh shit! What
Put it in the crock pot and then like cook that shit up.
built it.
in a cave.
In a cave.
With a bunch of scrap. Is Tony Stark in this game?
He is now.
It's Matthias.
Name's Sony Tark.
Tony Stark.
Elon Tusk.
Sony.
Tony? Really?
What does she
Tony Stars?
Stony Ark.
I can so you see.
Anyway.
honest,
I'm having
honest
a
heart-
strong-
Stars Coney?
Before we go any
Start.
further, I do want to quickly shout out because I forgot. Shout out Michael Galfi. Check out their stuff. Amazing work. Free to content users. Just make sure you recommend them, which we do because they do some awesome background stuff. All of our background sounds are that. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to find in the description below all the links to take you to Michael Galfi's sites. And Kylie Brielle, who did our theme song, amazing work. We absolutely love it. And again, if you're watching on our YouTube or go to any of our previous YouTube videos, go to the description below and it'll forward you to Kylie Brielle's Fiverr page.
Dude, we should get like Avril Lavigne on this. I don't know, man. Like I just.
Avril Lavigne, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's
mean,
just invite
I'll call her
Henry
up.
Cavill.
dude,
Yeah.
Come to my house.
I'll call him up. Hey guys, real
Dude,
quick.
Can you imagine?
what is trying?
Look, if I pull the One Ring, I'll try and use its influence to get Henry Cavill on that shit.
If
I feel like
you do.
perhaps you'd have stood a
Sorry. When I'm manifesting. When I pull the
when
One
you
Ring.
pull it,
I feel like you would have had a better chance if you'd bought all 4 of the Warhammer Commander decks and were like, hey, Henry.
You want to play?
Oh yeah, he
All right.
loves that game, man.
Let's get into the show. So, the time is currently 2100
9 p.m.
Oh, way past my bedtime.
on the 25th of Thermo, cycle 1028 of the first stage. The small
missed all of
drips coming through the canopy from earlier in the day have seemed to cease. There's darkness is now shrouding the trees, and it sort of almost engulfs you and feels almost claustrophobic. And a little bit spooky when you can't see very far.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
I do not. I am unnerved.
Yeah, but it's only dark. Again, it's only dark vision to what, 60 feet,
120.
whatever.
Yours
That's
isn't dark vision.
Yours
Isn't it Devil's Sight or something?
devil's sight. Anyway,
I mean, that's
your
pretty good.
your vision is still, regardless of dark vision, impeded by the night. Just not as much. Yeah, there's no light sources around. You can't see the moon through the trees or the canopy above. You're currently standing in the little alcove that's nestled underneath the great tree above you. Would you like to elaborate?
Sorry, can you repeat that again? I was like
Devil-
trying to find the
Devil's
like-
Sight. What's
Devil's Sight. So it's you can see normally in darkness both magical and non-magical at a distance of 120 feet.
Yeah, so
he
it's
sees
still,
normal.
but it's still
daylight to him
impeded.
at all times.
Yeah, but 120 feet is still only what,
60
120
meters.
feet.
60 meters.
Yeah, which is I suppose.
It's still impeded.
That's
It's
like,
like daylight.
That's as far as my headlights go. Like
That's like
that's
40
quite a
meters.
mile.
It's like 40 meters.
3 yards, 3 feet per yard, and 1
3
yard
feet
is
per
roughly.
meter, roughly.
So yeah, that,
So 120, that's
40 meters.
40 meters.
That's not far at all.
Yeah.
yeah, it says the one
So
60 feet.
60
yeah.
foot dark
If you're
vision's only
walking,
like
40
20.
meters is like a decent amount to see.
Dude, you can run that in like.
Oh, no, it's still helping.
If you had a torch, you'd
still
be like,
helping you. But I'm just saying, it's not like it's daytime.
Hey, you can run that in 6 seconds. That's one action. You can see as far as you can move.
that's
That
like
is-
goaded.
That is true. That is
kinda
true.
goated.
So now I know where his. Well, technically, anything beyond that, I'm like, yeah, that looks fine. And also, I move a meter. It's just like, yeah, nah, I'm not going that way. Fuck that.
So, you're standing in the little alcove underneath the great tree. Tej and Olivia have joined you. You can't see Eris anywhere. And Ava is with you currently as well. Olivia is not exactly staring, but she continues to glance at your forehead, where obviously the black flame mark is now imprinted on your skull.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't notice it.
You like trying to not to notice it so much that it's just so obvious.
Can I roll for that?
Molly.
Okay, guys, seriously, what's up? Why are you staring at me like that, Oscar? I know you can. I know for a fact.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Did you wash your face?
Is this something on my face?
I don't know. Is there something on your face?
It was
Does it feel like
bad.
there's something on your face? Like just right here. Just.
Zyle, is there something on my face?
It was bad.
I missed you.
You might have a little something.
Here?
No, other side.
No, like in the middle.
Middle.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
start scratching at it. Do I feel anything?
You don't feel it.
You're pushing it down.
Actually, you feel it slightly warm to the touch. Almost like you've had a
Oh,
bit
there's
of an
actually something there. I
Yeah,
forgot.
It's almost like you've itched that spot and it's sort of like a bit warm afterwards.
Like a bit of mud. Or,
Is it like red? Because it feels pretty warm, like
No, it's black.
it's black.
black.
Yeah, it's black.
And I try to rubbing it. I'm like rubbing it.
Oh,
as
you
hard.
smudged it, man. It's just,
You don't feel anything.
Okay, well,
Is it
got,
smudged?
like I like literally.
Oh, yeah, it's gone now.
Oh shit! Like I didn't know. Like I literally do this like to make sure. Like I'm like, guys, there's nothing on my forehead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Man,
what do you want me to do?
I wouldn't worry about
You're saying there's something on my forehead and I don't
I'm
see
not
anything.
saying anything.
Do you have anything that can show me
have
what's on my
this
forehead?
red cloak as like a bandana.
Okay, I'll
Like I
do you have a
fold-
red? Do you have a red band?
Bro, of course I got a red cloak. I'm the man.
Okay,
whatever.
Man.
I guess I'm gonna put the red bandana on and see if that changes the mood.
What color was the cloak I stole? Sorry, it wasn't
It's like
red.
dark purpley.
Sorry, it's this dark purple like sheet,
I'll
and then
take-
I fold it. You know, you can get a tea towel or a bandana, and you fold it because it's square. There you go.
Yeah, I'll take the purple bandana and I'll just Rambo it, just put it on. Now, but does anything change?
Nothing changes.
Okay, so I'm still.
Rasengan.
I don't have anything to give you a reflection. So
What's the thing
Yeah, I wouldn't
called?
say your swords are polished enough either to probably give anything.
With you'd know the thing in like Naruto. What's that
Headband.
thing?
Headband.
Yeah, but what is the symbol? What do they call that? It's their. No way, bro. Like it's their symbol had a different
I
symbol,
don't watch Naruto.
and it's their eye as well. What is it?
Oh, that's right. You
called?
watch Boruto. My bad. My bad.
Boruto?
Boruto.
No.
No,
That's a move. That's a move.
Anyway,
emblem.
What's,
Yeah, oh,
what's the wombat doing? I'm just curious because like, did he just kind of like?
yeah, the wombat's just following you around. It's sort of sniffing around. It's
Is it like not to be the guy to ask this question?
is it Ussie? No.
Wombat, also. No,
wussy.
no. What I'm asking is the wombat like ethereal in nature, or is it like full colored,
Full coloured. It looks
lifelike?
Yeah, it looks
Organic.
lifelike. It looks real. If anything, if you've probably ever, I mean, you've especially got wombats on your farm.
Mate, was
It
born
looks a little
wombat.
bit more almost sentient. It almost looks like it's understanding things around it rather than sort of just the aimless animal shuffling around looking for food. When people talk, it sort of like directs its attention to those sorts of things, and then it's got that symbol
Yep.
you said on the side of its flank or something.
Yeah, it like looks like a bit of like a rune on his left side.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No. I guess I'll let the wombat because I'm not really like, yeah, it's a wombat. It just came out of fucking nowhere. But I'm just like, cool, let it be. But we just want to know what's happening from this point on, because are we still being stared at by?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Ava, Tej, and Olivia are still in front of you. They're sort of Tej and Olivia have sort of been talking amongst themselves while you've been talking.
Guys, can we have a chat? What just happened? We're just kind of confused.
I'm not confused. I passed that test.
Well, we don't know what we passed. We don't even know what happened.
I don't know, man. That felt like I passed the test. I don't know about you guys.
I had magic.
Don't say the word.
Why?
Well, they can't test us again.
I don't-
All right, everyone, back inside.
Touch this orb.
Yeah, that was the first time.
And what did
That
the
breaks over.
where did the guy go anyway? Like the guy with all the tattoos on him and stuff.
Isn't he right? Is he gone?
He's not there.
That's what I mean.
You guys are upstairs now. He's still downstairs.
Oh, we're upstairs. Okay, so teleportation. I like that shit.
I told you that you moved up there.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, well,
I want to see if I can fly. Can I jump off like the canopy?
Wait, what?
Climbs 300 feet up into the air and jumps off.
I believe I
How much
can.
fall damage is?
300.
He's gonna roll all these dice.
30 times 6.
Jeez.
Minimum 30 damage.
So
I could tank that.
Olivia then addresses you all and says, "I'm not too sure how you lasted so long without being picked up by the Empire. It's rare that anyone slips through the cracks, and yet 4 of you, all from Trader's Cove."
Slip through what cracks?
I said the first time we slipped through cracks. Keep it a buck.
Through cracks, slip onto
we-
roads, slip out of classrooms, you know.
Right, we slipped through the forest. We like, yeah, man.
It's
Slipped out of town.
definitely not common. You, I'm not too sure about.
I'm
You
zoned
appear to
out.
have, yeah.
She's just talking to me, and I'm
Thousand
fucking
yards
drunk.
stare.
He's got his journal out.
Like full, making notes. She's talking to me. The shoulders turn. What?
You show magical aptitude, yet your aura doesn't appear when you channel.
Yeah, he's a little different.
I'm
but
sorry, I wasn't listening.
We don't
I'm gonna
really,
get back
we
to
don't
this.
really out his aura. It's just like that. He's the guy.
He's a bit more kept to himself, I guess. Maybe that. I don't know how this works. I don't know if that is a contributing factor to whether or not aura shows.
His parents weren't that nice.
And your aura, Ender, is dark and unusual compared to usual channelers. And the mark on your head, I've seen it once before, but
What mark on my head? Why is everyone saying there is nothing there?
It's like a little black
It's,
flag.
it's leaching through the bandana.
she sort of like sits, she like squats down and draws almost a perfect representation of the mark that is now on your head. Says,
Is this in the dirt?
yes.
Oscar pipes up and says, "It's like that, but dirtier."
It's like that, but
Thank
like
you,
scale
Oscar.
it
That
down
is-
on your forehead.
That is truly helpful. I appreciate the input. Please go on.
Tej also sort of nods along and says, yes, I believe I've seen this mark before. Many cycles before my time.
What does it mean?
Well, if you've
Wait,
seen it, if you've heard of it,
Originates from.
it originates. Yeah. So again, what does it mean? What is it? How do I get rid of it?
Watashi wa Alvindes.
The best person to see about that will be
That's what I thought.
Steven.
It's been a while since I've seen
Steven.
them. They haven't-
Siadarin,
Siadarin.
the lunar elf matriarch.
Oh, the,
And Olivia then says, yes, the Great Mother will most likely know.
So this Saitaria,
The great mother.
are you sure she'll know, or is it just a hypothesis at this stage for you?
And then Tej says, it originated in the lunar elf circles, I believe. If anyone would know, it would be the Great Mother.
Okay, but again, this isn't considered I'll say it, magic. It's just it just happened, right?
It's definitely magical in nature. Strange, but still magical.
Never seen anyone get a tattoo like that.
So again,
Bold move.
what does this mean for us now that we apparently have magic attributes and abilities?
Well, being as old as you are, and then Olivia sort of takes over, you're untrained and undisciplined
Fair. Fair.
in the channeling arts.
Pish posh.
You may be more prone to danger and more prone to hurting others. I would ask that you try and refrain from doing anything in the forest, but until you prove yourselves a threat, you will be free to continue on your journey.
I like side-eye Oscar, like.
Refrain from doing anything in the forest as Matthias pulls out.
Pulls out his nuclear
Hey guys, you guys seen this fireball?
So we aren't allowed to leave the forest, or we are? Because we're kind of in a hurry and we would like to get to the high elves as well.
You may continue.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, well, that was easy.
With a guide or just alone?
Tej will accompany you to the mushroom ring.
Okay. And then from there, he'll take us to...
That is up for the Great Mother to decide.
All right.
Is she nice?
I thought you were the mother,
I am the mother of the wood elves.
Yeah, so
but you're not the great mother.
Zaitaria is the great mother of us all.
Ah.
Do we call... So, Great Mother is how we would address...
So we call her grandma.
Hey, Nan.
Me more.
Yo, Ma, what up?
You can refer to her as...
She's got like a thick Texan accent.
G-Ma.
Gma.
Sheldon, you come down here. God, I hate that show.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
Bro, young Sheldon, it's all over my bloody social media, man.
You may call her the Great Mother or Therum Folal.
Spell that one.
Therom space Fo space LAL.
L-A-L.
Lol.
It's the mother of all. So good at this language. Does that mean I'm like super fluent now?
No,
What?
Means you're picking up the language quicker.
you are picking up that.
The other thing I would like to mention that's... I don't believe...
Zaitaria is spelled, just for you guys, Cytt.
Wow, I fucked that up.
Yeah, I spelled that S-A-O-T-A-R-I.
Cyttaria.
Okay, cool. I'm going to fucking butcher that eventually, but
If
it's
you're trying to work it out, it's technically Latin, and it's not changed.
Yeah, both.
Latin or pig Latin?
No, it's a Latin.
It's like actually Latin.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask you that I don't know if it's caught your eye, but what is that? And I point at the wombat. And what is with the what?
I don't know, get rid of it.
And what's with the wording or whatever the things on its fur engraved into it?
I believe in this circumstance that is called a familiar. Some animals, the remnants of animals, can resonate particularly with certain people or of channeling abilities.
Okay.
His sort of looks down. How can you even how can you tell the gender of a wombat? Do they have penises?
That's what I was going to ask you, if it was a male or female, but I didn't want to Google it. It just I just
Google
thought
it.
it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, fine, that's good. But yeah, I was actually going to ask if it's male or female.
Because they have pouches.
They
I
have
don't know if the
pouches.
males have pouches as well.
I like the origin of the word
The origin
because of
the-
like where she's from. I did not Google it.
So I'm Googling how to distinguish a wombat's gender.
That's probably the best way to do it.
Flip
I'm not
it
going
up.
to Google wombat penis.
If it has,
You won't. You're scared.
if it has more of a hill, it's female. If it's more of like a tower, like a crab, then it's male.
Well, let's just roll for it.
Okay, might as well. Oh, yeah, roll.
Okay, so-
odds
Odds male, even female.
female. I don't think there's anything.
Well, that doesn't.
19.
So it's male.
Tis a boy.
It is a
It is a boy.
Then cocks its leg.
sexy little boy.
They tend to be slightly larger and heavier.
You hear a pop, boom.
That
You
tells
tell
me
Glaze over that comment.
nothing.
For anyone listening, we apologize.
So
Glaze it like a
wombat-
donut.
Male wombats are called Jacks. Females are called Jills.
Creative.
They're from a
No,
wisdom
mate.
mob or
Named after a fucking wombat.
After a wombat.
You know, it's funny that you have it, what you were saying before, because a group of wombats can be called a colony.
Ah, true.
So just curious.
Colonizing Siadarin, boy.
One combat wombat at a time.
Familiar or spirit? Because
Well, what does your thing say? Isn't it find familiar?
no, so this creature's actually the steed.
This creature's the steed.
That creature's a steed.
Oh, that's right, because he's going to ride
Because
the wombat.
when you mentioned
big
familiar,
one.
I was like, hang on, no, it's a spirit. So pretty much what it is, you summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed. So,
Right.
and then,
Well, I guess it's a spirit then.
yeah, it's a spirit. So the
So it is ethereal.
So it is a theory.
Yeah, it's still in the physical realm.
Yeah, it's still in the physical realm. So, yeah. So in an occupied space within range, the steed takes on a form that you choose, and
You
the wombat was chosen.
Yes.
So yeah, and in regards to, obviously, if you ever want to introduce what it actually says on his
Yeah.
back, but yeah, the grey bloody wombat.
If,
Go
on.
So male, cool. I'm just gonna let that. I'm just gonna figure that out. You continue on.
If he gets a wombat as his find familiar, say I get that later in the time. Do you remember the cloud from like Rick and Morty? That was like
Yeah.
it sung.
Yeah.
Words. Can I get that as like my spirit?
We can discuss that later.
Everyone's
when we're not
discussing.
in the middle of a
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it's getting pretty dark, and it's been a hell of a day. Can we get a? I really need to sleep this off. Where's our place where we can sleep?
Tej then addresses you all and says, yeah, we can rest here, but if we want to get to the Mushroom Ring, it's going to be about a 6 to 8 hour travel.
68 hour.
68 hours, yes. No.
Bro.
6 to 8 hours
Okay.
travel.
And it's currently 9 o'clock.
If
Is that
we-
based on your pace or our pace?
Oh yeah.
He'd be smart enough to base it on our pace now, surely, after 20 days of traveling with us.
23 days.
If we leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock, I don't know, we should be there by just after midday. Mid-afternoon.
Are moon elves weaker during the day? Is that just a thing? Wait, no, sorry. Are they lunar elves? My bad, not moon.
Not weaker, but we do prefer the nighttime for the majority of our activities.
Fair.
So do I.
So if we arrive mid-afternoon, hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of you guys will be able to get a little nap in before we venture into the main population.
Nappy nap.
So I'm good to go now.
I'm kind of tired. Like, we came here in the morning and I'm kind of drained myself. I don't know if you could continue for another 4 hours.
Man. After getting that confirmation that I didn't have a magic,
Yeah, but that's like your
I'm
adrenaline kicking in.
buzzing. I mean, I might pass out in an hour, but I am buzzing right now.
Exactly my point, and I don't feel like carrying you. So,
Oh, hey Frank, welcome back.
oh, hey Frank.
Right.
So yeah, Matthias, what do you think? Should we rest?
I mean, I'm pretty focused on doing this. I don't think I can sleep anytime soon.
As-
So, I mean, yeah, like I'm down to stay up, get shit done. Can we like go halfway, have a snooze later, a little nap in the bush?
We can go now if you prefer.
Yeah, well, you like going at night. So
All right. Well, I can't stop him, so I guess we'll continue
you've
on.
helped us so much. So I figured we'd return the favor and at least let you walk at night, I suppose.
All right. That's what you decide.
As someone who can't see it in the dark,
Stay close.
what is the rules on torches in the forest? Just a little handheld.
Torches are fine as long as you're responsible with them.
Ooh, that.
I feel like it'd be not a wet forest, but not a
Dry one either.
yeah. It wouldn't be dry for anything.
No,
like
it's
that, I
definitely,
think.
and especially the small amount of rain that you guys have been seeing throughout the day. It's pretty damp.
Would it be a rainforest type forest?
Yeah, like a rainy forest.
That wasn't like supposed to be on the nose. That was just like,
Yes, it's very tropical. Imagine any type of Tambourine Mountain, except it's just been raining a little bit.
yo.
Oh, fair enough.
Which is like all fucking time.
All right, I guess we'll.
Can you drift a combat wombat? Something.
About to find out. We're the warriors.
Okay, well, since we're apparently turning into nocturnal animals, I think we just continue on. But as soon as I say nocturne, Vocturne, so I kind of like pronounce it in a way, and it triggers, I think, the rune on the creature. And pretty much what happens is it pretty much doubles, triples in its size, and it now turns into a mount.
All right.
That's cool.
At that stage, I kind of like freak out, thinking that a fucking bear just came out of nowhere. And I'm just staring at it. Does Tej
The
look
wombat
at it?
turned into a bear?
No, the
No,
bear.
it's just increasing.
It's increased in its size. It's now considered a mount. So now does Tej look at it funnily?
Tej is sort of taken aback, but not at all surprised.
Okay, guys, the wombat just turned into a balloon.
Damn.
It's bigger.
I want to like go up to it, use my animal handling, and be like, "Yeah, boy." Like go for a pat or something.
Roll an animal handling check.
I actually don't have that any stats with it. That's crazy. 8.
8. It quickly shies away from you and like tries to hide behind you, not knowing sort of, or at least not being aware of its now bigger size.
Okay.
Damn. I think you got a chicken.
It's okay. Guys, what do wombats eat?
Humans.
Not us.
Humans.
Like for this size, like what do I do with it? And why did it grow big all of a sudden? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I look straight at Olivia.
Oh, the Resonator's back at it again. Fucking hell.
Resonator.
I won't care. I'm just going to keep...
Resonator weaving.
I'm
alright?
literally following Tej at this stage. As soon as he stared at Olivia, my whole just like purpose of this whole trip just went downhill. I'm just going to keep moving.
Wow.
Every time-
I'm literally in response to your question looking at possibly the one person who might be able to answer it, and it's just straight up, nah, he's risen.
You know what? I'll tell Sophia about it when we meet her, okay?
I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There's not dialogue.
Fuck you.
Oscar
In
about
my
to get
head.
the
just-
restraining order.
Yeah, Frank, we're doing pretty well.
We've moved like a whole of 2 steps.
I have also got a Nothing But 20s Discord that I can share with you if you wanted to share us some NPC ideas for later. I know we were talking about that last session.
Let's see.
So you look at Olivia, yep.
Yeah, he asked a question out loud. I'm looking at the one person who might be able to answer it.
What was the question, Zara?
What was the question?
What do they
Talking
eat?
about your
what do I
fucking
feed a
words,
wombat?
Oh, that you were doing that question? I was going to... yeah.
It's literally what you said directly
I'll share it to you when we have our break, Frank.
Yeah. What does a wombat eat, Oscar? That's all I asked.
Yeah, and I looked to Olivia.
Pretty sure they eat like small grubs. I think they're omnivores. Grubs, grasses.
Roots.
Is now.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm moving with Tej, and I guess the wombat's following at this stage and just making the...
Wait, guys, our bags.
Yeah.
Well, like we walked back upstairs. We didn't grab the bags.
I feel as
Right.
Oh my god.
You
if
are
we-
upstairs.
We're in a river.
So we don't have a
The
personal...
bags are like relatively next to you.
Oh, okay. Well, we
have to
we
go
rather...
downstairs
I thought they were
and
taking
walk
us,
in.
taking them for us, but okay, cool.
As you guys leave, Olivia says to you, farewell. Good luck on your journey. Perhaps one day you may journey back through. You will be welcome in the Wood Elves.
No, say no.
Like just here, or what about the other circles? Will they welcome us as well?
You can hear Ava like...
Oscar does the thing.
Yeah, I do the.
Yeah, thing. Just
Sorry.
farewell.
Nah, Matthias is just... Bye!
That's his chaps.
Ava and Olivia will move off, and if you guys want to start walking with Tej, you guys can start your march.
Can I walk 500?
So how long would you like to travel?
Will we get exhaustion
I
points?
feel like we
You will
should...
get you only get exhaustion points if you go 24 hours without sleeping.
I feel like we should...
When were we up?
You've been up since about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock that morning.
How
So
is-
when we get there, we sleep. Because you
So
said
if
it
we
was
leave
what,
now,
6
we
hours.
get there at about 1 in the morning. Well, what time is it? 9 o'clock. We get there at 1 in the morning, roughly. Snoot.
No,
Because you said if we leave at 8, we'll get there just after 12, after midday.
You said 6.
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, so like
So we had a big joke about it, saying like 68 hours.
Yeah, but you were like, oh, if we leave at 8 in the morning.
You said 6.
Say 6 or 8?
I don't know.
He said
It's
6.
going to take about 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
There we go.
I feel like we should roll for it to see how far we get before someone falls asleep.
Oh, I'm keen for that.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's
guess we could roll. I guess we could go for, like hour by hour and go Constitution saving throws.
I approve.
So
I guess my wombat will carry whoever fucking
Oh
passes
shit, there's
out.
dangerous creatures in here in this forest too. I
oh,
totally
dude,
forgot about that.
Fucking
with the
hope
magic hype.
so. Oh my god, yes.
You're just like kitties, you're fucking magical.
So
power.
as we get to 10 p.m., can we roll Constitution saving throws, please?
I have a torch out so I can see.
I think I'm passed out.
Oh.
Hang on.
I'm asleep. I got 5.
I got 12.
I got a 12 as well.
I also got a 12.
Oh shit. We all pass out.
You're all good.
Oh shit. Even Matai.
11th hour comes up. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, goodness.
No. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. That's 19.
13.
Keep it up.
I got a 5 again.
So you know how I said it'd be about an hour and then I'd fall asleep?
Yeah, you weren't wrong.
Natty 1.
Damn.
So total
So-
2.
As you're sort of stumbling through the forest, you're kind of in the middle of the group. As you don't have any dark vision, you're sort of following along everyone else. Oh, you do have a torch.
Oh shit, he lights a fire.
Your Tej is in the lead and taking you guys through. As you sort of start to stumble along, the weariness of the extremely long day is starting to wear on as you start dragging your torch lower and lower and lower before it starts touching on a few of the bushes and the grasses below.
I'd like to think that my companions would notice.
What's the marching order?
Yeah. What's the marching order?
And I'll let you know.
I'm in front. I know that. I was following Ted.
Oh, we could roll dice for it.
Okay. No, I'm fucking keen for that.
Roll initiative for the walking order.
Oh, here we go.
I got 15.
Dude, I'm last,
12.
bro.
16.
Natty 1.
Okay, so
Natty
what did you get?
15, so I'm second.
Oh yeah, and then it's
12.
and then it's you, and then it's Zyor.
So will
coming
Zion
up the rear.
notice?
So will Zyor notice?
What's your best?
What's my passive perception?
I think it's pretty good.
You got 10.
10 for passive perception.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading wisdom. Like, where the fuck is it? Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe not at first, but you definitely do.
If I step into.
Yeah, you're
an
definitely
ember,
sort of
I'm gonna,
noticing a little bit of it.
Steps on the scar.
Nothing's caught a light yet, though.
I'm gonna like pick it up, just out of his hands, and then just watch him walk like aimlessly.
I just go.
He's sort of just stumbling.
As long as he's walking, I'm like,
You keeping an eye on him.
yeah. If he's going straight, he's going straight.
All right. 12th hour, midnight.
Oh.
Constitution saving throws.
Gotta be gone.
We're level 3 now, yeah?
Yes.
I want to... funnily enough, I got a 13. I want to, I guess, jump and scream. I want to say Eureka, because he's not like that. I've done it, guys. I've got my bird.
What?
I got my bird.
What bird?
I made the bird. Look. And just a small budgie.
Does it do anything?
Mechanical budgie. Oh, I don't know. But I made it, and I'm pretty keen to see what it does. I think it just flies. And I'm going to, flick it up.
Before he even flicks it up, I know his contraptions hurt people. I literally take 3 to 4 steps back, just as a precaution, just in case that thing just fucking implodes or anything like that.
I rolled a 15, so I'd like to think I wake up at this point.
Well, you're definitely still tired. Everyone's sort of starting to come down. Matthias's little outburst sort of jolts everyone up, but after another couple of minutes of walking, you're all pretty tired.
I don't think it flies, my little bird. I think it's just a bird that's more so shoulder mounted.
Yeah.
Just to not break the mechanics of the Eldridge Cannon.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
It can sort of like walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can budgie bounce next to me.
Budgie bounce.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't fly, but I'm going to put the gem inside of it and Just put that there. Go behind it, stuff it in.
It's a budgie that sounds like a cockatoo.
We'll send you through the link when we go to our break, which should be in about 10 minutes, Frank.
I would have sent the link, but I can't send it.
Yeah, I've got it on the computer.
And I guess just noticing my surroundings, I subconsciously make it a flamethrower cannon. What? Because Oscar's got a torch.
Okay.
And I've just gone, okay, fire, torch.
All right.
Sound logic.
All right. Do you want to try and continue on?
I mean, I've been doing good rolls.
I'm actively looking for a spot to nap.
Okay.
I'm consistent. I'll go for another roll.
All right.
I'm bringing up the rear.
I'm going to continue on going. I'm going to continue on going.
We reach 1 a.m. Roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh, dude, I've been consistent on these
15.
9s and 10s.
I regret my decisions. That's
Oh,
annoying.
man, I'm over the moon with my creation. I got a 20. I'm like
13.
wide awake now.
You got
Not
the-
natural.
You got dirty 20.
No, I didn't. It's not natural. It's not dirty.
It's dirty.
Nothing dirty about it.
It's filthy. It's absolutely disgusting.
Anything dirty is the
Riddled in
description.
filth.
It's Rhyme 20.
So for you now leading the charge, behind Tej, you are starting to notice your head sort of starting. You're sort of having micro sleeps as you sort of jolt awake. Everyone that got below a 15 is also just feeling the same effects. You, because of your nat 1, you're probably just as tired, but you're still managing to sort of keep your eyes open. You're not getting to that micro sleep stage.
Too stubborn to fall asleep, but I'm
Yeah.
actively looking for, is that a comfortable spot? Because I'll curl up.
Yeah.
We
I
should.
also, because I'm painstakingly aware of one, I don't see well in the dark, so if that torch goes out. And 2, I'm also aware of the big creatures that live in the woods, because it was told to me, and that's at the back of my mind at all times. So every like shadow that flickers in the peripherals of my vision, I'm like, I'm a little jumpy.
We should sleep, I reckon.
I think we should sleep.
we-
we got
we-
pretty far.
we
How
should.
can you sleep at a time like this? I've got a freaking bird.
Well, you can be on first watch, and
What am I watching?
these.
Well, you do realize we're in a forest. Like, what do you think hides in
Make
a
sure
forest?
nothing eats us.
I'm pretty sure we're in the forest this whole time. Why? What do I need to watch about?
Okay, so
Look at those spiders.
yeah, exactly. Imagine that
Yeah,
spider.
with the elves.
Yeah, they'd have
about
wild
wild ones?
spiders.
But they're with the elves.
No, they're not.
Wild ones.
What about them?
Well, they're not with the elves.
We're not elven.
They're carnivorous.
Damn, are they?
Okay, why the fuck are we walking through this forest?
Man, just it clicked in him. He's like, "Fuck, what are we doing here again?"
I kind of want to go back. This is fucking stupid.
No, we can't go. We're almost there. We're like
Dude,
2
we're
hours
4
away.
hours to a trip.
Yeah, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay, how about we take a break? That looks like a nice tree. That's a nice boulder too. Let's go to the tree boulder.
Nice boulder.
All right, you guys all lie down, set up your things. Who's doing first watch?
This guy.
This
Fucking
guy,
me,
We're
Matthias
putting
is
him
like
at
on
time.
edge. He's like, where the fuck are these spiders, man?
he's gonna lose focus and just go back to
I give him the
contraption. I
torch.
see that coming so bad.
I give you the torch.
Cool. So as we go to sleep, we'll go for our break, and we'll continue on after that. All right. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes ish. Just go have a quick bathroom breaks and whatnot. Frank, I'll send you through that Discord link now if I have it up.
Sorry, Mitch,
I have a question.
I have many questions.
No. It's about. Are we still live?
We are still live. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'm waiting.
Me, boy. Keep me alive.
Oh, that's right. Because I'm on my.
Oh, dude, did you write it down?
What?
You know what I'm talking about? Like the,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I've seen videos and shit like that.
the Japanese police, like their tactical response unit
know
has
that.
like a flaring out.
But, like, yeah, it's
Oh,
on your
Cam.
arm and you just have
Yeah.
to, like...
You should know that I have a
Like,
passive
fans
inside
out
of
from their
15.
arm.
Passive
Search it
inside.
up.
Or 15, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah, I
it looks
do.
like a bunch of triangles.
And my if we go by passives, everything of mine is a positive. Persuasion is a 17, but passives are mainly for senses, so
That.
don't need to worry about that.
something like that.
It's
but,
just
Yeah.
small.
Small,
Yeah.
like buckler size.
A fold.
Dude, I was a
No,
waiter.
no, like it folds into a buckle.
Yeah, so, like, it's like,
Instead of
it's
just
like one...
fanning out.
Yeah, but I'm dealing with people regularly, so I could always be like, I feel like they're leaning
No, so
towards
it
this
would be
option
like-
of the menu.
Let's say from here to here. That's the radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as it's folded up, it's basically.
No, I had more front and side
I'm
I'm
cuts.
just finding that Discord link now, Frank.
so
I'm
it's
just
here,
gonna mute.
and it's just basically you have a chunky arm, and you
lads.
hit it out,
I should be able to
this,
find
and it goes over your elbow.
like a dinner plate. It's
3,
Saturday night.
2.
All right, we are back. Baccaroni.
I didn't go anywhere.
Macarena.
So,
Macarena.
can you please roll
Oh shit! I put my phone away.
You have die.
a perception check, please?
Do I get disadvantage at the fact that I'm skitting?
You get advantage because you'd be on edge.
Now we're going to turn down a player wanting disadvantage.
Is my wombat
Just,
asleep as well?
Yes.
Reload my character sheet. I wasn't ready. I put my phone away. What am I rolling? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
It really does give me Simpsons
Yeah,
vibes at
yeah.
the start.
10. On the dot.
So you get a dirty 10.
Natural 10.
Natural 10. So as the night progresses on, your watch would be, 8 divided by 5, like just under 2 hours each. So the first hour of your watch, nothing untoward happens. You can hear the sort of usual groaning and sort of breaking of branches, that sort of stuff that's pretty typical in a big forest like this. Branches falling down, leaves, all that sort of good stuff.
What type of tree are we under?
Currently, probably not really under any trees, probably just
Good.
nestled amongst them. The trees are pretty thick here.
No gum trees?
No.
Good.
No gum trees. No widowmakers. Other than that, you don't really notice anything. Second hour of your watch, roll of perception.
Goodness. 19.
Okay, thank fuck.
During this time, again, nothing crazy happens. A few bats come through and nestle in some of the foliage around you, which sort of distracts you for a bit. Other than that, nothing else. Your watch ends. Who is up for next watch?
I mean, I'll go.
Who's next to me?
Cool.
Who's the closest person to me? That'll be there next
Everyone
watch.
will kind of be close to you.
Literally just pick any.
Hey! Someone else's turn. Sick of this shit. Hey!
Yo,
Frank, that link should be there. Let me know if you have any trouble.
yo, what's good? What's the problem?
Get up!
Okay, I'm
Get up!
What's up?
I'm going to bed. Fucking
Okay.
hate this.
All right. Wipe the sleep from my eyes. I'm just.
Yeah. Fuck. Put my apron down and I grab one of my little rags and put it down for my little budgie.
Your apron's your blanket. You just.
Cool. Roll a perception check.
14.
You notice that Tej sort of awakens from his meditation. He sort of stands up, looks at you, and gives you a nod before he sort of just goes and disappears into the forest for a little bit.
The fuck?
Shit.
So he just walks.
Hey, man.
Man's got to do his
Man's gotta do. On my watch, I'm gonna thread a piece of what do they call it? Like rope? Oh, what's the small rope? String. I'm gonna do some
Small rope.
put some string through the totem, or if it doesn't have a hole, I'm gonna tie it on its neck or something.
Is that allowed?
It's not a bad omen. at all.
No, I'm probably gonna ruffle through Matthias's bag, get a ring screw. What do they call those?
A ring screw.
Yeah,
it's
the screw has got a
it's
little-
screw, but it's got a circle at the end. Fuck, man, dude, I'm
I don't know.
not a hard man. Yeah, that I'm gonna do that and
You're not a hard man.
okay. Is it wood?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna screw it in with my hand and then string through there and where does my chain?
I had to be that guy. I don't know if I'd have anything like that.
Oh, dude, you would.
Hey,
You would.
each to their own. You do you, boo.
But yeah, that.
Yep. Roll. Yeah, first hour goes past. Nothing too crazy.
Tej is still gone.
Is Tej gone for the whole hour?
Tej has gone for the full hour. Yes. Can you roll a
I was taking a shit. 4.
It was expected. It was
Yat.
So as the night continues on, you sort of having a little bit more trouble than you thought making this thing, and you sort of become a little bit too distracted with it. After you fix it up and you look around, Tej is back, and you're not too sure when he got back.
Hey man, where'd you go?
Just scouting around, foraging us up some breakfast.
Did you get anything? Did you see anything?
Sort of opens up a little parcel and sort of a few mixed berries and a few little mushrooms and stuff in there.
Cool. Right, I'm out. Peace. And I like wake up.
Piss me off.
Oscar.
Attaboy.
As you go to wake me up, you'll notice that my eyes are moving a fair bit, like I'm in the middle of
Good old REM
a
sleep.
dream. Basically, just to give, I guess, insight into what's going on, Oscar is reliving the moment that he and his father fought at the church, the council, and how he took the head off one of the raiders, a satyr who had just surrendered, and then it skips to Oscar running back into his family home where his dad is dead in his mother's arms, and that's what he's reliving when you wake him.
Dude, you imagined a bipedal thing and then you just got woken up by me. A bipedal four-legged thing. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm out of it today.
A little bit.
You know, like a goat is like 4 legs, but it's like bipedal now, so it's a satyr. You're looking at a lion who's usually on 4 legs, and now it's bipedal because I'm a leonin.
You're a little different to a goat, but sure.
Hey, fuck you guys.
Fuck the goat yet, Zio. You ain't
How
the goat
like
yet.
how distraught are you when I wake you up, or you just?
It's like wide-eyed.
Sweet.
Like, and it takes me a moment to, I guess, recompose myself, gathering in my surroundings, which I imagine is still pitch dark.
Oh yeah, you did.
By the time you start your watch, it's just coming to daybreak.
So I got like a little bit of it. It's like
Yeah.
that dim grey. Sort
Within the first hour, it's going to be relatively light. It is summertime, so
Oh, sweet. I'm going to take over the watch. And I'm going to park myself up against a tree where I have visual of the whole party. I'm going to glance up in the tree to make sure that there's no creepy crawlies that might be up there that might drop on me.
okay.
Do I see anything in the tree that might resemble?
Drop
Big.
bears.
Drop bear, drop bear, drop bear.
Big ass
Drop bear roll
spider.
initiative.
Drop frog.
Oh god.
If there was a big ass spider.
Roll perception.
That's a natty one.
Oh my, that's two. That's 2. Jesus.
Looking up, as you look up looking for any creepy crawlies, you notice the canopy, and with the sort of early morning dew and the sunrise distantly going over the horizon, it's just a beautiful sight, and you quickly become distracted by any type of creepy crawlies that could be around.
Gonna watch over the group. Gonna grab my little loot. I'm gonna grab my loot out that I haven't used in a long time. It's just been chilling in my bag, just protruding a little. And I'm gonna retune it on my watch.
Okay.
So like an inconsistent ding. Ding. Fuck me. Dude.
No, he's probably like one of those annoying things. He's like bing, 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 bing. He's like mop, 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 bing, 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 mop, 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 mop.
I am considerate at the worst of times. No, so I'm sitting probably about 25, 30 feet away from the camp just so I have visual of them. I'm not in with them, and I'm just retuning.
Cool. First hour goes by relatively normal. Tej gets up and sort of starts stretching around, comes over and sits next to you, and probably even pulls out a flute of himself, and maybe after you've done tuning, play a little bit of a tune together.
Plays Mask Off by Future.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Second hour, we'll go into that. Roll your perception, please.
That is a 21 total.
21. With 21, now that the light's coming up and with your very human eyes, you're able to see pretty well now. You can start seeing a few, I was going to say flocks, groups of kangaroos. You see a emu go past. No cassowary. Emu. You notice that sort of, as soon as the light sort of starts coming through,
Are they all regular sized or are they giant?
they all look relatively regular size.
How far
At a
away
distance,
are
yeah.
They look normal size, but they're 800 feet away. No, they're nothing probably comes closer than about 200 feet-ish.
Oh, so I'm like seeing blurry things in the distance.
Yeah, it's not too far. I mean, 200 feet, it's still, what,
80, 70 meters.
yeah,
60, 70 meters.
bit of a distance, but not crazy far. You do notice, however, as you guys have traveled deeper and as you're sort of a little bit more aware, a little bit more awake now, the trees are definitely taller here. There is not as much vegetation now as there was before. The bushes here are sort of very infrequent. The grass is a little bit shorter and a bit bigger, sort of mossy patches rather than grass and plants.
So I guess that'll bring me into the question of, I can see 200 feet away. Is there like big gaps between the trees that envelop this canopy?
Yeah. Now there is. There wasn't so much in the heart of the wood elves. It was a little bit more tightly packed, but as you're sort of reaching further inland, it's also a little bit warmer.
Gotcha. And Oscar wouldn't know this, but I guess just for our understanding as players, does it seem like these trees are planted so that they're in rows to enable this clear vision, or is it more scattered and just fortunate?
It looks almost perfectly wild. So, like, it's not perfect, like man-made. They're not perfectly planted in rows and lines or anything like that. But it also looks almost too tailored to be completely random. It doesn't look messy. You know, it's almost like it's perfectly wild.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Kind of hard to explain.
No, gotcha. All right. I think I'm on the same page. So yeah, I just take in my surroundings. The sun's coming up. Everything's getting a bit more visual for me. My loot is tuned, so I'm gonna put the loot back. I'm gonna grab the lyre, and I'm gonna reach in that.
All right. It is now coming to the end of your watch. You can either choose to go back to sleep or
Yes, I want rest.
for a couple more hours.
I'm gonna kick Ender in the shin. Gently, not aggressively, just nudge him first, and then if he doesn't budge, I'm gonna kick him harder.
What is it? Are we going yet?
Nah, it's your turn to be on watch, mate.
Oh, how long do we got till it's morning? I can see the sun coming out.
Oh, it's morning. I just want to have another 2-hour power nap.
Okay.
Still a bit sleepy.
Whatever. I lean back onto my wombat, and I guess I'm just going to stare at the group while I just kind of close my eyes, kind of, check my bag for everything. I'm kind of getting a bit peckish, so I'm just seeing if I do have any snacks. Unfortunately, most of the snacks were meat, so they're all out. I guess Ender's just feeling a bit kind of like ever since last night, just finding out that we all have magic. Apparently he's just really just concerned of how this was all going to play out. Right now he's just kind of confused as to what he should do, whether he should stay or whether he should just go. And I guess what Ender's going to do, he's actually going to stand up and he's going to take a bit of a walk away from the camp. Not too far, still within reach, in eyesight, but he just needs to just step out and just go for a walk. And as that happens, the wombat is actually going to follow me as well.
Okay.
Stands up and he's just going to follow me. And yeah, so I'm just going to kind of look at the distance, look back at the camp a few times, but just kind of keep an eye out.
Roll.
I was going to say, question for the DM.
Yes.
What is your ruling on long rest getting all your spell slots? Do you get that at the end of the long rest, all your spell slots are refilled?
Yes.
Okay, so if I was to say accidentally cast a spell in the process of a long rest, at the end of a long rest, would I get those spell slots back?
No, because you're technically.
I'm asking the DM. You're not
Just
the
say
DM
no.
of this game, Alex. You're
Whatever
not
you
the
do,
DM.
don't say yes to Oscar. That is the main
You are
rule.
a player here, so.
How accidental is it?
Yeah, how accidental? Yeah, give us a scenario.
Okay, so as I'm finding a spot to rest up, as I put my lyre back in my bag, I want to accidentally cast Nathair's Mischief.
Well, what is it? It's technically, yeah, because I mean, technically speaking, you're a recharge at the end of long rest.
I say yeah.
So I'd say yes.
You are resting as long as you're not like mustering up all your
Yeah.
strength to cast a fucking fireball. I feel like
Yeah.
that's reasonable.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to accidentally cast Nathair's Mischief as I put my lyre back because it requires a material component. That's me touching my lute or my musical instrument because they're my material thing. They're my magical focus. So I got to roll a d4. I'm about to. Oh, it's a 4. Okay. So I fill a 20-foot cube I can see within range with Fey and Draconic magic. I'm just going to say Fey magic.
Fucking knew it.
And then I roll on the Mischievous Surge table, which I've just done, to determine the magical effect produced and roll again at the start of each of your turns until the spell ends. So every 6 seconds, I've pretty much got to roll for up to a minute. So on a 4, as I'm going to sit down and get comfortable, drops of molasses hover in the 20-foot cube, making it difficult to rain until the start of your next turn.
The fuck is molasses?
They're like, how do I describe molasses?
Thick brown sweet liquid.
Yeah, it's like,
Golden sugar, but like darker and thicker.
yeah, it's gooey kind of.
Oh, golden syrup, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of just dropping all over the camp.
All over the camp.
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot cube, and I was looking at my bag, putting it in. So
Oh,
it's
sweet!
happening
I'm
around
away
us.
from the camp. I don't even see this happening.
No,
What?
this is happening. So I've just woke you up. I'm going to find a spot. I've put my thing in, so you're still getting up, kicking your wombat or whatever, and this is happening.
Do we roll for like if it hits me in the face?
No, because I guess you guys would still be asleep for it.
I guess like as this happens, I'm still leaving the camp, but I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this forest? Like,
You can't really see the origin of it. And
Yeah, like-
it's only 20 foot.
yeah, like I'm looking into the canopy. I'm like, where's it coming from? Like,
Yeah.
just like I was like,
Assume it's some wood elf mischief.
can I lick it?
Sure.
It's sweet.
It's sweet. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, molasses.
It is edible.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, like, is it
I
like?
mean, molasses. It's
Is it actually molasses?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
drops of molasses.
Fuck, that's weird.
Well, I'll roll the d20
Oh.
now, so we can.
Go on for another 6 seconds.
11. Is it just perception or?
Yeah, just
So perception would be.
It wouldn't have a source, would it? It'd just be a 20-foot cube.
All
It just
right.
keeps dropping.
yeah.
So that is.
But it's kind of like, when you look up the rain, you can't really see where the rain's coming from.
That will be
It's
a
just
12.
there.
You just know it's just in the sky. What was that?
12.
12. So with a 12, you
That's the bullshit.
don't notice anything as well. I mean, you see the odd animal, the odd forest critter, the odd possum sort of leaping between trees or whatnot. Other than that, you don't see anything unusual.
I'm going to, because since I'm still getting used to magic, I'm just going to like say in my head, I wonder if that wombat is like prone to like digging a lot of holes. And then as I say that in my head, because it's telepathic communication, it instantly like looks at me and just starts digging.
It's digging.
Okay.
It's fucking.
And I'm
wild.
like, huh.
Is it in its big size or its small size?
It's in its big size. That's the problem.
That's yeah. Well, okay. The wombat starts burrowing a hole in the ground.
That doesn't look good. Maybe I should stop him. And as soon as I say stop, like if I give like a verbal action, it'll do it. So instantly as it's digging, it just stops randomly. Like its butt's hanging out. And I'm just like, okay, this is just really weird. What do I do with this wombat?
Wombat, return.
And then like I go like, I like think of it. I'm like, just come back. And it instantly just comes back. But as it does that, in a very mellow, deep, but like tired tone, all I hear in my head is, okay.
Okay.
It speaks. It's so weird.
And right now I'm just like looking around thinking, was that you? Okay. And it just keeps saying that in my head. And I'm like, okay, this is really fucking weird.
It's just his mind.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind at this stage. And I guess, I'm not looking at the camp, but do I see anything, I guess, in the distance where we're heading towards?
Where you're heading towards.
Yeah. Because we're about an hour or two away. I'm just curious because you know how it was outside of the Great Forest. We were technically approached by other elves. Do I see other elves in the distance? Like hiding?
What perception is that?
I'm just curious if anyone's in the fucking trees or if there's burrows. They're in the trees. Oh, no, that was a shit roll. That was like
I'll say
in between.
that my concentration on the spells ended because I'm like, what the fuck?
That is dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So looking far off into the distance as far as you can see, it looks like much the same vegetation that you have now. Your vision probably goes for about 600 feet before it's sort of just enclosed by the general messiness of the forest.
Okay. I guess so I'm the last watch, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess as I'm kind of outside of camp, I'm going to start picking up whatever twigs or anything we have. Potentially just like get everything ready for a fire because I saw Tej did have a bag with him and it was presumably food that he found around the forest. So we might just have that, obviously to cook it.
You can certainly find enough sort of twigs and foliage, but again, everything's very damp at the moment.
A molasses flammable.
I have no idea.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
So you can find enough sort of kindling, but it's all very wet.
Yeah. Again, I'll try my best, and then at the start of the morning, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the majority of the day. Just kind of grab a few twigs. If I do find mushrooms or something edible, I'll just bring it along and show Tej.
All right.
Safety data sheet for molasses.
So that is everyone's full rest. So make sure all your spells are back, all your health points are up, which they should be down anyway.
I'm trying to find a time limit on my cannon. I can't read one here,
I don't think there is.
so it's still there, but I have the ability to create another one because it's like once per long rest.
Yeah, but you can only have one active at a time.
Yeah, but if it dies, I can create another one
Yeah.
per long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how many hit points does it have?
Not enough.
It's like
Okay.
5 or something, isn't it?
18 AC and number of hit points is 5 times your artificer level, so 15.
15. Fuck, that's all right.
With an 18 armor class?
Not too bad.
You're hit.
That's a little shield there, right?
You're hit.
Just throwing the bird.
Yeah, someone goes to hit you, you just hold this bird and you're like indestructible.
Okay, so everyone gets up. Tej hands out some food. It's a cold breakfast, unless you want to really persevere to get that fire going.
I'm gonna attempt it because what I'm gonna do is also do an accidental ability. I'm going to use create bonfire, but as like I'm hitting the rocks, like pretty much, just a huge flame just comes out.
All right. Jesus. Bonfire. And we're all just sitting there just like, is it good?
It's good.
Eyebrows singed off.
Needs more gasoline, bro.
Yeah, okay. You create bonfire. You successfully make a fire in the center of the encampment.
All right.
Good enough to be able to start frying up some of those mushrooms
Oh.
and whatever other stuff you have there.
Definitely. I hate having cold food, so it's great. I'd like poke a stick on one of the mushrooms and I just cook it over the fire. Get a little bit crispy, it starts sizzling, and I just start, cool it down, take a bite. How good is the mushroom?
Pretty good. They're very delicious mushrooms.
Oh,
Very,
great mushroom.
very sweet flavors.
Well, I wonder why. Just add a bit of sugar onto that bad boy.
Yeah.
Matthias is still asleep.
Everyone's relatively a little bit sticky.
Yucky.
Not too sure how.
Choice of
No,
words?
no, of course not. Who would know why?
No, Matthias is still asleep during breakfast monologue.
Okay.
I was just
That's
looking
it.
at one of my abilities.
That's all I was going to say. I'm sleeping.
You sleep.
Catch some Z's.
Just like sleepily eating.
Catch these hands if you don't wake up.
Would everyone like to do anything before you start to pick up and head off?
We want to continue on. Let's go.
Can I like pick up Matthias and put him on like a tree ring?
He's pretty zonked out.
Other.
Alright.
Yeah, no.
You'll pack up, you start heading off again.
Are you leaving him in the tree?
Oh, No.
Oh, so you picked me up. Okay.
Oh, I didn't think it would.
Leaning in the tree.
No, I'll pick him up, dust him off, wake up, pull yourself together, and get him up.
Yeah, good shit. My turn again? Oh, fuck. Shit, it's bright. Are we meant to be somewhere?
Yeah, we're going. Dipping. I actually
Fucking starving, I tell you what.
We gotta see Thrum Falal.
Pardon?
Yeah, that bird.
Are you guys keen for breakfast? I'm fucking starving.
Man, you done missed it.
His share.
You done missed it.
Ted should have a little bit left over for you.
Missed breakfast?
We might have
So
second.
no one decided to wake me up? You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna eat breakfast and then wake me up?
Well, we have second breakfast ahead of schedule, so we can get along with
We
that.
didn't think you ate breakfast, man.
Who doesn't eat breakfast?
That's a good.
You?
well,
I always eat breakfast.
no.
Today.
Evidently, because you're too busy eating my shit.
I didn't eat it. That was this guy.
Look, that's beside
I
the
thought it
point.
was just fair game, really.
Fair game, yeah. Don't tell someone it's fair game. Makes sense. Hey,
No,
look,
like it was just sitting there.
it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not personally bugged by it. I'm over it now.
Really? Is that person the
Yeah, I was before. That's old me. It's new me. New chapter.
Oh, okay.
New day, new me.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
You met
Okay,
you me.
All right, so
I
as you
will
can
remember that though.
continue walking on, is there anything you'd like to sort of do whilst you're on the march before we head to the next point?
I do want to ask Tej a question.
Yes.
So Tej, what Mother Guardian of the Forest, Protector of the Forest, Olivia said about us perhaps holding back on using our magic because we're untrained. Are we going to be trained? Are you able to teach us a thing or two about using our magic?
The ability to channel is similar in some and very different in others.
Makes sense. I mean, Ender's got black aura.
Majority of the elves of the Great Forests draw their magical abilities through their love of nature. Teaching somebody who doesn't share this passion is much like a fish teaching a bird to swim.
Hey, I like nature.
Can a fish teach a bird to swim? Like, I'm just genuinely curious.
Can a,
Could
can
that
a
ever happen?
fish teach?
I've never seen it.
Neither, that's why I'm kind of curious.
Do you think a bird's
But no, it's very unlikely unless you shared the same passion and source of channeling. We find life everywhere, and that is how we draw our energy. Some others feel their energies from their own self-confidence and almost an egotistical sense.
I wonder if that's me.
It's definitely.
Some others find their powers through the machinations, through the tools and materials that they work with.
What? I like to think I'm pretty good at channeling my energy. Like, I mean, on that test, all I had to do was just think really hard, and I confused everyone.
You do very well at that.
So, I guess for Ender, it would be harder for him to find each other.
We're not too sure exactly. I'm not too sure. Like I said, the symbol looks familiar, but
I'm not paying attention. I'm feeding my wombat as we go, like just feeding him mushrooms.
the Great Mother may know further discussion on that. I guess when it comes to trying to learn and teach yourselves, try and think about where this energy comes from. Connect those pathways. Being self-taught can be...
Did you see that? Yeah, I was like,
That's a big fucking bird.
Just block out the sun for a second.
It's a cassowary.
BRB in Australia, we have to do a little sub-quest of fighting the crows in the morning.
The magpies,
Fighting the local emu.
the plovers.
Sorry,
Have you seen a pigeon fight?
I'm picking at you. Die.
No.
Have we seen a
They
pigeon?
fucking, they hit with their wings. They do like fucking
pigeons.
Martial arts, yeah. No, I kid you not. Pigeons.
I
do.
think pigeons do not exist because I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Baby pigeon. I knew it.
Never.
Government
They sit on
drones.
the line.
That's probably why I don't see
Our
the
dogs
pigeon.
eat baby pigeons because they try to take their first flight and they fall on the ground. They can't fly, and our dog's like, no, thank you.
Skill issue.
It's just skill diff.
Womp
Scoreboard.
Did you just say what?
Man, the new Australian update is fucked.
Yeah, so on the mention of channeling, etc., so forth. No, I'm not doing anything.
Not do anything?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Any further questions?
I love the thing like with turtles. It's like every other animal just comes out of an egg and they live. Turtles, like it's World War III.
Your
It's like,
objective, survive.
survive. Get
Go
to
to the trenches
get to
in
the
no man's
water.
land.
Gets to the water, it gets eaten by crocs.
Dude, I feel like
I'd love
reptiles
to
have
see an
the
edit of
worst.
that, like the fucking turtles charging the trenches, gunfire going over top.
Constant machine gun.
Circuit.
Seagulls coming in.
Reptiles are
Got the
the
Stuka
worst.
fucking.
Crocodiles there, like, oh, thank you.
Until that day. Oh my god.
That lizard thing that Snoop Dogg like voiced over with the snakes
Yeah,
going
yeah,
after the
yeah.
baby lizard. Man.
Don't the crabs go for the turtles as well?
Everything.
They're
Everything goes
sort
to
of
those
grains of
turtles.
sand out to get the.
Yeah.
All right, so as you travel further and further into the forest, you notice again that the trees don't necessarily become wider apart, but they do start to get a lot thicker. So, like their center points will begin to get further apart, but they start to get thicker and thicker and thicker as you go further in. The canopy above starts to get thicker and starts to get taller. So despite feeling like there's a lot more room, a lot less sunlight is now getting through, and it gets to the point where it's almost as dark as sort of almost twilight type lightness. Still light enough to be able to see, but yeah, a lot darker. It starts to get a little bit warm, and you start to notice that the humidity in the air begins to thicken, almost like you're breathing a little bit harder than usual as well. And your skin almost gets a thin layer of constant. You're not too sure if it's sweat or just the humidity condensing on your skin.
Not me.
It's not a very comfortable feeling. Everything just feels dank.
Sleeves are rolled up.
Dank.
Are we dank?
Dank.
Dank is
That's a word I haven't heard in a while.
Everything is very dank. You start to smell sort of
Wet dog.
Marijuana. Here we go.
wet rotting wood. The grass and all the bushes give way to just big mounds of moss, which is a very earthy smell as well. The trees themselves are all covered in vines. Everything just feels old and stagnant. And like I said, it's starting to get a lot darker. Tej almost starts to walk with a rejuvenating bounce in his step. As it looks like you're getting closer and closer and closer, you begin to see fields of mushrooms nestled between the trees, big fairy rings. And then every now and again you see a mushroom that's probably as tall as you, Zyle.
a mushroom,
Yeah.
like just a stationary mushroom.
Yeah.
that is
Stop.
like 7 foot tall.
Oh, 6'9".
Bro, he's looking at me funny, bro.
Got swinging hands.
Look at this mushroom.
Um,
I'm gonna like poke it, do like a boom, like see its bounciness.
I hope it grabs him.
yeah. Just can't
To mimic.
as you punch it,
All right, not belt the shit out of it.
Fucking throw hands with the mushroom.
Didn't fucking do anything wrong. It's just like nudging it.
as you sort of bounce your hand onto the mushroom, you can sort of notice these millions upon millions of spores just float gracefully from underneath the gills.
Fuck.
Nah, fam.
Congratulations,
Nah.
we've now changed our campaign from a tour of the woods to the last
To
of
the
Us.
last. You start to see these spores catching the small amounts of sunlight in the air.
I hold my breath. I'm like, and just back away. I'm like, no, sir, not today.
And as you get further and further in, you start to see your first signs of life.
Oh, thank fuck. What is it?
What's it been dead around us?
It's a beetle.
It's been like you've got your usual wildlife, but as you go in, you can sort of see these massive hard plate mushrooms that are, you know what I'm talking about, like, you know, those real hard fucking mushrooms that go into like rotting logs.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
that makes a bit more sense. I was like, hard plate. Oh, fuck, they're armored.
Ceramic fucking.
Damascus steel mushroom.
These large tiered hard plate mushrooms that are layered upon the trees, where you see small homes sort of built into them, that sort of go as far as you can see high. There's large rope ladders sort of crisscrossing in between them. You can see what look to be hammocks attached to some of the lower hanging branches with what appears to be people in them. There's a few elves around as you sort of get into this main hub of activity. Most of them look at you and greet you warmly, giving you a very formal bow as you come through. But it is still daytime, and as you were told before, not very active. There are also large quokkas. Giant quokkas that stand about 5 to 6 feet tall. Which are usually in a company to a lunar elf that you see. Others are sort of just chilling, nesting, lying back and just relaxing. Very chill.
The tourist in me starts rummaging through my bag for a packet of chips.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Are the quokkas just as friendly as they are?
Yes, they are just placid, laid back. When you sort of go near them, they'll like nudge you for pats.
Oh yeah, Oscar's just
Nuzzles.
Oscar's gone.
Nuzzles in quokka.
He's just scritching and scratching these quokkas.
A lot of them are very curious, and they'll sort of walk up to you and sort of hang around. They're very curious about your very large wombat.
I can imagine.
But nothing's scared. Nothing feels fast-paced or hasty around here. Everything just feels like it's going slow. And again, as the humidity now thickens up and it's now pretty warm, you start to just feel at ease. It's a very different atmosphere to the wood elves.
All you hear in the background is Oscar going, "Oh, aren't you adorable? What's your name? Oh, you're so friendly. Oh, hello. You can get pets too." That's all you hear in the background.
Tej, how far do we have to go? It's getting kind of hot.
Yeah, you guys wait here. I can sort out some food if you guys want some lunch.
Like then, I mean,
Didn't we-
fucking starving, but like no one's gonna hate on us like last time. Like we saw the wood elves gonna attack us or anything.
You guys eat meat in
The
this
lunar
one?
elves frequent the outside world. We're a little bit more comfortable with outsiders here.
That's really weird. You guys are like closer inner, but like you guys go out more than the wood elves. You know? Should work. Y'all eat meat here, or y'all just
No meat
okay.
within the Great Forest.
The entire Great Forest. Yeah, okay, cool. I forgot about that.
What if we're on a beach?
If it's within the borders of the forest,
But it'd just be like sand. But what if there's like water elves? What are they called?
sea elves.
Sea elves, yeah. Do they eat meat? They seem like they'd eat
I
meat.
don't believe so. I don't frequent the sea elves very often.
It's just, they'd have seaweed. I wonder if they have rice.
Seaweed.
Yeah, dude.
Blowing ring bubbles.
Just it's a gaseous ball.
So, Tej,
Would the seaweed have essence of pufferfish asking for a dolphin?
Dude. I used to think that was so cool.
Pass the puffer fish.
There's just a dolphin in the corner, like,
Dude, I'm so fucking high right now.
bro, you guys feeling this?
Oh, dude.
You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Dude, I think those guys are elves, man.
It's like that one dolphin in the corner. Like, we should like bash humans. Like he's like having a bad time. He's like, nah, these fucking humans, man.
There's that one dolphin that's on fucking coke. We should build a tower. We don't have hands. We can give ourselves hands, man.
If we flop on land, we could.
We could take over the world. It's like that one
my God.
episode.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, enough about dolphins and their
Habits.
silly business.
Tej, so this is technically your home. Like, this is your neighborhood crib? Yeah.
This the hood.
You hear gunshots in the distance.
Wait, what?
Yes, the Mushroom Ring is where I have lived most of my life. When I'm not exploring the outside or visiting the other rings.
Now, that brings me to another thing. Do you have a family?
I have no current mate. And
So you don't have your own quokka?
No hoes. They got no hoes.
and no, I have not bonded with a quokka either. Majority of the lunar elves that frequent the outside world choose to give up that sort of thing
Okay.
for a time. So we may settle down one day
Hell,
when
really?
our legs stop being itchy.
Excuse me?
Yeah, well,
Go, like, because
Well,
you've got the itch to move. I
yeah,
say
it's-
from the distance.
Oh,
Like, in Quokka.
it's like-
Leg, in your case.
yes, leg. And
so
I'm
that
sure the other one's
so would you have a partner outside of the forest, would you say? Because if you're saying you're not following elf tradition, would you do that?
some lunar elves will partake a mate on the outside world. Not as common, but it can occur.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
A lot of us choose not to, since the heartbreak can often
Break our heart.
lead to some dark times.
I would totally understand that.
Man.
It's also why a lot of the other elves choose not to partake with any type of friendships or relationships with the outside world, is we move very slowly, and it's quite hard losing friends and outliving a lot of them.
Damn.
I
I mean, you just make more, right? Like, go find more friends.
Oh yes, you can always find more friends.
You don't just have to have one.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Holy shit! All the elves are like, ah.
well, Tej, since we're here and like, I don't think we're going to be expected to see the matriarch of this forest or this ring. What is there to do?
Oh, there's lots of things to do. If we stay for tonight and you choose to have a nap during the day, and you can stay up all night, you'll be able to see what the lunar elves get up to during the day to day.
My mum bought chips and Mountain Dew. We can stay out till like midnight.
I mean, can we
Xbox
find
is-
out about our parents and friends and stuff from our town
Yes.
first?
Well, it depends on if you want to see the lunar elf matriarch. I can go and find out where the current whereabouts of the Great Mother is.
Is she going to do anything, or is she just gonna? I hate to do this, but like be like the last one and just test us and then move us on.
You've already been tested. There's no
Yeah, I get
reason-
tested
How
like
does
I get
she know we've
tested
been
weekly.
tested? Did somebody like run here in advance and tell them, or
I am here.
Well,
how does she know now? You said she knows.
I'll be able to tell her when we see her.
Look, all I'm saying is, I want to find my mum.
Yes. Well, again, we can rest here and move on, or we can try and get the attention of the Great Mother. It is up to you.
how about, just not to annoy you, feel free if you go to the matriarch, go to Mother and tell her that we're here. We can wait, so we're not, mumbling around doing other things and following you, because you have to find her, correct? Or
Yeah, well, I can go find some people and see where her current whereabouts is.
Yeah, you go do that.
yeah, like, go ahead. You go find some people, make some friends, and
Makes a
see if you can find the matriarch. I guess we'll chill around here just to kind of explore what's in this forest. It's very hot. Do you have anything to help with this? I don't know if it's sweat or if it's just the condensation of this place, but like,
I've heard it takes some getting used to. But no, it's very much like this.
Okay, it just like, you know, with what I'm wearing, I'm literally damp. Like I'm literally soaking.
moist.
I'm moist. as weird as it sounds, it's just very uncomfortable. Is he wearing the same stuff we're wearing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought he was wearing something in particular for this photo.
No, his clothes were quite ruined. He took the Wood Elves' clothes when he could.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess if everyone's all cool with that, we'll just leave you be and we'll just, you know, walk around, see what's happening in this grey forest.
I want to go up to your wombat.
Wombat.
Yes, I want to go up to his wombat. Have you named it yet?
No, I have not named it. Well, I don't know if it even is my...
Is it going to
CBW.
name itself?
I don't know.
Does it have its own name?
That's a name. That's a good one.
I didn't give it a name.
I didn't give it a name.
Has a good
I
name.
didn't even know it's my wombat.
Ask it.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm not asking a wombat. I'm asking you guys because you guys are the wombat.
Alan.
Okay, so I want to walk up to it without realizing. I'm just going to speak to this wombat because
Hey man, what's going on?
wrong page. Speak with animals.
Well, you can play it out. Like, I pretty much turn him into like a lighter version of Groot, but he can say only specific words, but only one word.
I am Combat Wombat.
There's one word. Okay.
Hey man,
One word's
where'd you come from?
Not man.
Hey wombat.
Yes.
Where from? Thou.
Darkness. And I guess like 1,000-yard stare before it like regains its light onto you.
Do you want to like wrestle? I don't know, man. I'm getting this vibe from you. Like you just want to like muck around, man.
Just fool around.
You just seem like that type of guy.
Just to warn you.
I'm not trying to bang your wombat.
Just to warn you, I looked up the stats of a wombat.
I'm not trying to kill him. No way.
No, but like, just be aware. Apparently, he does 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah, but I mean like
That is deadly. I was like, the fuck.
we're two big creatures. Like we could. You just want to like test strength. I don't fucking know.
Push each other if you want. Like, let him do it. Let him fucking wrestle like wombat. Like, I'm not letting
You want to wrestle a wombat?
Sure. No claws. No claws. No claws. But yeah, let's go back earth.
Alright.
All right, combat.
Pulls out
master.
his sword, smites the wombat.
Yeah, I cast.
How many lunar elves are watching at this stage? Fucking
Eldritch Blast. No. Wait,
What?
no, man. I'm gonna get into like a stance. Oh, I'm gonna put my sword down. Have my have my shank though. Like, always gotta be like prepared. Like,
In case you lose, you just stab
Roll
it.
initiative.
fuck yeah, dude.
I'm letting you control the wombat. Like, it's your
I just
call.
want to say,
Natty one.
You got a natural
Natty one.
for the record, Oscar
That doesn't mean
is
I like-
laying down, hand in head on his side, like maybe like one of your French girls, sort of posing, with all these quackers that are. He's like copying the way they lay down.
Yeah.
But he's resting his hand on his head, just watching this.
You're looking up them stats.
Tyson is playing with.
Is it your turn? I assume
Oh yeah, it's a 6. I rolled a 6.
to hit.
No, a 6 to the initiative.
Initially,
I got a natty one. That was. I'm not even playing.
With or without the shield?
Nah, we're doing without the shield. 12. You're a hit.
I guess you take an unarmed strike. So do a D4 plus. What's the strength of your mount?
Just use one of my
I'll
dice.
confirm that. It was literally here.
All mine.
These are mine.
So, its strength is plus 4.
my God.
Plus 4.
The max damage. Are you sure you want to
It's a little bit
continue?
scary, me rolling dice not behind the safety of the of the DM screen.
Hey, it's not scary for me. I don't mind. I'm not getting hit.
I prefer doing that as a DM because it adds to the holy shit.
I guess I'm.
Alright, if you're gonna be that guy,
You literally started.
I'm gonna do like you see like that goat meme where it's like he's like chasing a dude and it's like a gecko on a wall and the goat like starts walking up the wall 'cause
Yeah.
it's got like an incline of like 91. Anyway, I'm just gonna like walk up to him like and then go for like a swing.
Okay.
So much for a wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well he hit me. Alright.
Or just charged at you.
Okay.
Imagine a big fucking wombat just.
Uh,
How much HP does your wombat have?
He's got 18.
What's the AC?
there's a
11.
22 right there.
That's definitely a hit.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably our first combat for a while, so I support it.
Damn, bro. That's a 5.
5.
Oh, actually.
Smite.
Smite, Eldritch Blast, everything onto it.
Can your wombat
As a
come back?
bonus action, I want to grapple it.
Hit it with the left
But,
right night.
I don't know what it has to do for that, to be honest.
Strength saving.
Strength saving.
Well, it doesn't say it, but yeah, sure. If it's a strength saving, so go hard. Oh, fuck.
Rolled in D20 plus 4.
You gotta roll a strength check.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a strength check. Yeah, opposing. Oh, dude. Yeah, get your fucking.
That's a nat 20.
Well,
I don't like it.
Hang on.
I don't
I
like
got
it.
22. Is that like how are we playing this?
He's
Is
got
a nat
20.
20
Nat
better?
20 is a critical, but it's saying here skill check and rules.
But it's up to your discretion.
Well, it'd be based on totals. And what's its plus? 4?
Plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
sorry-
off.
sorry,
No,
better
eat
anyway.
my ass.
He's trying to grapple this massive wombat and easily breaks free of your grasp.
Easily my ass. It was like
Easily. No
one.
effort. Skill issue. Do you want to continue this fight?
I mean, it's your turn.
So before you hit, it has an ability called Trampling Charge. It can
Oh,
move
shit.
at least 20
What
feet
the
straight
fuck?
towards the creature and do a hoof attack, but as it does, the target creature must succeed on DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Well, it's currently right next to
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Can't move
as an option, if you wish to move a little bit.
If you wish to kill Jack,
It's a 14 plus whatever strength.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
You're gonna lose to a wombat. I can't believe it.
I'll never lose to a wombat. Damn, bro.
16.
hell.
You lost half your health. Just admit defeat, bro. This is not.
Jake, you're on.
Do you know what I see? The South Park episode. He's like, I didn't hear a bell.
Yeah, you
I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah, because I was like 31
Yeah.
and into 27.
No. 8.
Oh, no. What the fuck am I?
You're on 15.
man's dropping his life.
Starting to look pretty battered.
It's fucking chump change, bro.
Tej has left at this point, by the way.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he started running.
Fuck it, I'm doing it again.
Ah, shit.
One more time. 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 One more time.
11. Yeah. It was at 17.
16.
That makes it.
I didn't hear no bell.
One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Okay. 6 damage.
So what's that down to now?
So what was the first hit?
5.
So it's 11. So it's got 7 more HP.
Yeah, no, it's gonna retreat. So
Yes.
Good call.
Great success.
It'll retreat back to you. Yeah.
I win.
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
sorry, I thought this was America.
What's it? Alright, I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna be in Mr. Nice Guy, and I'm gonna like heal it a bit. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, bro. 5 HP healing, and then I'll like touch myself. I'm like, we bonded over that, man.
You're gonna touch yourself and say that?
No, I'm gonna be like,
As he does
behind
that, the wombat's actually going to go to his other form.
like smaller.
It's going to go to a pocket-sized version now. 'cause
I'm gonna be like-
he's terrified.
Pocket Wombassi. Yeah.
Whoa, he's terrified.
Who said that?
So
I don't want it to be terrified
It
of
will
me.
retreat. It is now terrified, and it now turns into a smaller version of pretty much a wombat the size of my palm.
Well, can I like just like lightly touch him and like heal him? So he's like, oh, okay, this is not a bad dude. He's like a pretty cool guy.
I grabbed the wombat. I'm like, no.
I'm trying to bang your wombat, man.
You are not touching the wombat. You hurt him enough.
Please tell me Tej came back after that fight.
Please tell me everyone was present to hear him say that.
Looking up, you do see a few like mirthful faces looking over like the edges of the plate mushrooms above.
Are they staring at me or are they staring at us? Or?
No, he's staring at the group
Combat.
Okay.
and the events that just transpired.
Hey guys. Yeah, no.
Put the wombat in like. Does it come with a pocket?
No.
Okay, I'll just put it on my shoulder.
What did it?
Actually, no. I don't know if there's owls or some shit. They're gonna take my wombat away. I'm gonna keep him in my hand. Fuck that.
Letting the mouse go.
Yeah, that's legit what I'm seeing happening. Fuck that. I probably see like a frog mouth in the distance.
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna stare and like. Is there like an area where we can kind of like not hide, but kind of like avoid the attention?
You can just sort of go to any base of any tree and just chill amongst its roots.
Is there like a big mushroom that we could like hide under?
If you go for a quick look, I'm sure there's one around.
Yeah, I guess if everyone's keen, we're just gonna walk away and just kind of move away from all the crowd that's staring at us. Unless you're with your quokka.
I'm still with the quackers.
You're still with the quokka?
I'm hanging out with the quackers.
Well, I'm gonna go and find like a mushroom tree thing and just kind of sit under it and just kind of like, you okay, buddy? Did he hurt you? Are you okay? Yes. Oh.
Has a deep voice for a little bit.
It's telepathic. The telepathic voice
Yeah.
has changed.
Yeah. Oh, please don't go high voice.
After probably about 15-20 minutes, Tej returns. He says, I've heard that the Great Mother is about an hour's north from here.
A lot more walking. Shit, let's get to it.
That was-
No
Nothing better.
time like the present.
I'm sitting here minding my own business. I don't know how to make friends.
Is there a cart we can borrow? Like a wagon cart? We sit in?
We don't usually use anything like that.
Can the quackers take us?
These motherfuckers backwards ass.
I'm sure we could try and ask nicely and
Wait.
see if they are up for the task.
Zyle. Oh yeah, Tej. Yeah, continue on with Tej. I got an idea with Zyle, which I'll tell her.
Quackers are nocturnal creatures.
Tej, is there like a store here that I could make a purchase in?
We don't really believe in currency, but I'm sure.
The mushroom star.
That's very communist.
So you go out and trade some of your stuff, your jewels and wares, but you don't believe in currency?
Well, not within the Great Forest.
Ah,
We
okay.
need the currency for other towns and villages. We may.
That's believable.
That's fair. I get that. Right.
Communism with
cool.
extras.
I will wait until we get to.
But if you're looking for anything particular, I can see if I can find it.
Plate,
Oh, I was just-
plate armor. I don't know if you have.
I glance around at the elves.
Full scale mail,
yeah, full
mithril
scale
armor.
mail.
I was hoping I could, get a lunar elf garb, get some of that
Some
clothing.
clothing. I'm
Yeah.
sure we can find some of it around here somewhere.
I mean, I do like the skin-tight clothes we had from the wood elves, but a new drip would be nice.
If we did,
That's literally my thought.
did we want to rest up and visit the Great Mother closer to nighttime when we're a little bit more active?
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm really just trying to befriend a quacker at this stage. So
I got those. How many?
Like he'd be like real awkward, like no eye contact, and just like hand out.
How to Train Your Dragon.
yeah,
I look at Zyle. I'm like, you know what? The idea of a cart isn't too bad.
It's an amazing idea.
Instantly, I look at Matthias. I'm like, hey, Matthias.
yo, what up?
How long would it take you to make, let's say, a cart to fit 4 to 5 people?
Just four.
So
Tej can
Matthias is
walk.
gonna look around, notice there is a lack of timber just sitting there. Quite a while, I think, because I don't think they'll like me cutting the trees down.
I look at-
That might lead to bigger problems down the track, but
I just see you chop down one of these trees.
guys are sitting there with
He's on fucking
It'd be
5
like
days in.
what was that Sword Art Online Alice?
Hi.
Alicization.
Alicization? Yeah, it would be like that long.
Oh,
10,000
I mean-
years later.
maybe not in the forest if I...
well, hang on. Tej, do you happen to have any wood for building in this forest? Or is it all just this mossy kind of really
Tej, you got wood?
old wood?
Well, we don't usually destroy anything to build. We typically try and grow whatever items we need.
See, the
Can you
funny
grow-
thing
Can't
is...
really grow a cart, can we, Tej?
We can grow the frame, we can grow the wheels.
So a tree,
takes time.
a tree that you cut down to make the wheels, or you actually grow a fucking wheel.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you grow a wheel?
We manipulate the seeds as they grow into the things that we
This
need.
is fucking. Write this down.
So,
Do we get up like a planter box of fucking wheels?
It takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It
I
doesn't
can
happen overnight.
I can imagine, but like,
Well, like a week.
what, you literally tell a seed grow into wheel, and it grows into a wheel.
Wheel.
No, like, as it's growing, they like bend its stems around into a wheel. That's what I'm getting from it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, they manipulate it physically.
So you
They
guys
don't-
have a
they don't
vegan
go,
wheel.
Be a wheel,
It's like a
or kill your
plant-based wheel.
plant."
Okay, so hear me out. So you're
All
telling me.
wooden wheels are plant-based. What are you on about?
So you're telling
Was
me.
it stems and stalks? I was like, fucking plant-based wheel.
I have so much faith in our education system. I really do.
So you're telling me you grow a tree only to turn it into a wheel when you could just honestly cut the tree and make. Like this is just me talking. I know.
You have to
understand.
destroy. It's either destroy a whole tree and have all the waste, or the bark, or the everything else that comes with the tree. Plus, the trees here are absolutely massive.
Well-
or you can use the seeds to grow something smaller in which no waste is made.
Okay, but think about it. You cut down a tree. You got the trunk of the tree, like the root. Use that as like a chair or something, a little sitting arrangement, and the
Chair.
leftover bark, whatever. You just use it for fire. It makes
Cut down
sense.
this
But you,
tree
can just,
all-
but you can just grow the seed.
and you're still cutting the tree.
No,
Is this
if
an
you're
argument between...
if you're growing the
and
seeds, the seeds and the furniture, they can all be part of
Yeah, this is
the ground. It can still all be growing still.
No, it's like a
Definitely
me-
a Tejan.
I can sort of get
Tejan-ended
behind.
discussion.
I can get behind it. It's like a medieval 3D printer.
Medieval 3D printer, yo, that's actually.
I mean, like, you're creating a wheel out of like fuck all. You're
To
like,
answer your question, and I couldn't make one here, but I think I could make one in, I would say, a couple of days if I just focused on it.
we're so many.
Okay, but
We
Tej,
have a fucking builder.
regardless, if Matthias can't build it, you're saying there's no cut. It's all there's no.
There's not going to be anything around here.
You guys-
I think we should just sit on a quokka and ride the quokka.
Wait,
That's
wait.
me personally.
Are we allowed to bond with a quokka or a spider? Is that a thing?
If it happens, it happens. It's not really an allowed
I
thing.
so see a quokka
Dude, I
like
can't
bonding
speak
with
right
Oscar
now.
right now.
Fucking-
Where is Oscar anyway? I'm like,
Oscar's like pokes his head out and there's like 5 quackers. All
Nah,
inside.
right now I am like dozing off next to all these. Is there 5? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm dozing.
More have like as they've seen like you giving scratches, more have sort of wandered over.
I am in the midst of 5 quackers dozing. They are comfortable. It is soft. It smells a little.
as that happens, so Tej, 1 hour north, right?
Apparently, yes.
And where's that leading to an hour north? Is that going to almost the next zone?
No, if we wanted to go to the next zone, we need to be heading west.
Okay. Instantly, as you say that, I tell my wombat, you grab Oscar, and what he's going to try to do, he's going to walk up to Oscar and like with his trousers, he's going to latch on with his like teeth and just start pulling
Isn't it
Oscar.
still pocket-sized?
He's got to
It's now like back to normal size. So I put him out, put him back. He's like limping a bit after the fight with.
No, I healed him. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Do you want to heal him?
Bro, I did.
Okay. If you healed him.
Max health, don't you?
And yeah, he's just going to do that now in actual big size wombat. Do you allow it?
Not much I can.
He's just sitting there so. Okay.
Being dragged away from the quackers. I just look back at them and go, "Oh, bye."
The amount
Does
of
the wombat-
melatonin running through.
Does the
him.
wombat have the same strength, AC, and health in every single size, or does it differ?
Well, my cannon
No,
does.
it would decrease
Yeah.
in the size. There is
AC
rulings.
would go up for
'Cause that would be a-
like for smaller size, like miniature size. Yeah.
It depends on if the AC is based off natural armor or the dexterity.
I am just simply going with natural armor, so it'll just always stick to the same one, being 11. I assume how it's going to be. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I prefer to keep it at 11.
I feel like if it's smaller, it's harder to
Probably,
hit.
it probably goes through the enlarge reduce.
Yeah.